SavageOrlandoMagic.com.
Mo, looking at this one tonight, what did you think the issues were? I know you guys have been, focused and determined in practices, but how come you didn't see that carryover tonight into today's game?
Dan, before I even answer your question, I just want to send my condolences to the Clark family. Found out mid-game that, Terrence Clark, who was a promising young man, promising young athlete who, quite frankly, would have been in this league next year. He died in a car crash, and my heart is heavy for his peoples, and I just want to, I want everybody to put them in their thoughts and prayers. Sorry about that, Dan. Can you re-ask your question again?
Sure, and definitely feel for them as well. Mo, looking at tonight's game, what did you see as some of the issues? And I know you guys have been, displayed determination and focus for a number of quarters throughout the last few games. But what did you see with the issues of that not carrying over tonight?
Yeah, I think the biggest issues tonight was just we allowed so many points in the paint, and that's on me. I'm the backline defender. I'm the 5-man, and at the end of the day, I got to protect the paint. Another issue for us is rebounding. That's also on me. We want to send 5 guys to the defensive glass, but at the end of the day, you got to be that anchor and go out there and try to grab every one. And offensively, we just need to play with more of a purpose. We need to move the ball. We don't have a guy who, can go out there and score 25, a night. We never had a guy like that here, who can just go and just get his own shot whenever. As far as like in isolation, we're a ball movement team and we're a talk team defensively, and we didn't do any of that tonight.
Go ahead, Dan.
Mo, getting the start tonight and seeing some of the biggest minutes of your career, how much more pressure is there on you when you have that kind of role, and how much more is the team relying on you to fill those areas, especially when you're starting and playing that many minutes on the floor?
Yeah, Dan, that's with all due respect, that's not pressure. Pressure is trying to figure out where your next meal is coming from. Pressure is trying to make ends meet when when you're living in poverty. But at the end of the day, I try to stay as prepared as possible, as far as my work ethic, and never let my confidence waver. I missed a bunch of shots, early on, but my mentality. I talked to T. Ross. He was telling me on the bench, keep shooting it. And that's because my teammates know how much work I put in and how confident I am in my shooting ability.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Mo, you mentioned shoring up the defense against the paint points. Excuse me. Where does sort of that start? Not just for you, but for the team in general. Where do you guys get better at that?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the last part of your question.
That's okay, Mo. Just talking about shoring up the defense against points in the paint. Not just for you, but for the team also. How, where do you guys start with that improvement?
A lot of it is pick and roll defense, and just not letting the ball get into the paint, and just being in our coverages and being, in our protection. And a lot of it is talk. We're a talk team. We have that on the board. We walk by it every day before we get inside the weight room and the court. We are a talk team, and we need to all be on the same level.
Philip Rossman-Reich, Orlando Magic Daily.
Hey Mo, obviously this is still a really young team. You're still a young guy in this league, even if you're one of the more veteran guys on the team now. But how difficult has this transition been? I mean, you had that brief spurt at the beginning, but 3 weeks into this, how difficult has this transition been, and what's been the biggest challenge of it?
It's been difficult because we're young. We need to figure out. There's a bunch of games where we were really, we were in there late, and that we need to just pull out. But at the end of the day, I think our youngness showed. But I think it's a cop-out because at the end of the day, this is a league full of talent, regardless if you're 19 or 29. We just need to have the ability to go out there, make the right plays, make winning plays, and pull those wins out.
Alex Fleming, Florida Sun.
Hey Mo. They shot 43% from the three-point line, 50% from the field. They out-rebounded you guys. 23 more assists. Is it conditioning? Is it health? Is it heart? What's the issue right now?
I think the issue right now is that we just need to be organized and we just need to be on same level. And that's on me. I'm one of the older guys on this team, believe it or not. And we just got to get our guys together. I've been here 3 years, and I feel like I know the playbook like the back of my hand, and I just need to be able to have that be contagious for other guys to know as well.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate it.